Hello folks, and we have got some specialties to be looking at tonight, you know. Two there, that one there, and return to that one to the desk. It's now up and running. Right, let's go to the down view. There's quite a lot of down view in Kitchen Junction, and I will catch you when we're back here. Oh, hello, and what we're doing now is we're testing out this new app and for the camera and see how well it turns out. And what do we have up first? This is a Pulsar YM62, which is the Pulsar version of the 7T62 Seiko movement. It's black titanium. It's got a signed clasp, but not a signed crown. It's a high hand chronograph. It's got a built-in second clock with alarm. Perpetual seconds to the left on the sub-dial. And it's got a very thick baton type second hand. Now the only fly in the ointment, I don't know if you can see it at the top near the 12, there's a scratch, quite a deep scratch. Now I spent yesterday just tidying up its paintwork with one of these paint pens. Just basically like rubbing a bit of paint in and then just getting my finger and going whoosh, and wiping it out. Doing it a few times and you'll see that it's stuck quite nicely. This is in superior condition. It's YM62-X197. Let's put it on the older wristaroo. Oh, look at that. How is that? I think I'm quite pleased with that. There you go, Pulsar, Seiko by Seiko, YM62-X197. Very, very rare, very unusual piece. Paid very, very silly money for it. If I'd bought the Seiko version of this, I'd be looking at about 300 quid. But this is the Pulsar version, and I didn't pay 10% of that 300 quid. There you go. Right, onto the... Now with that paint pen, I don't know if you'll notice, I've also done the paintwork on that bezel as well. Doesn't that look nice? This is the Pulsar YM92. It's the next one on. It doesn't have the alarm like the YM62, but it does have a dual clock, which you can set to various times. So you can set it, say, like 8 hours ahead or 8 hours behind. It's a dual time, but it's settable, unlike other ones. There you go. It's nice to see that one again. That's on that beautiful, like dark browny green textured thick hide strap. There you go. So I don't sell these. Right, let's have the next one. Okay, this is a work in progress that's been done at this point of time. This is a Bombay Bad Boy 7009. As you can see, it's quite a big one as well. Now what's happening is the magic fingers are not grabbing the pawl wheel. right? And I was looking at the profile of the magic fingers or the pawl levers, and they're pretty, like, you know, like rubbed raw. So I found on eBay like a company that does brand new pawl levers for a few pounds. So I thought I'd give that a try. But this is a very nice watch. It's just I'm not able to use it. I can wind it up using a screwdriver, but it's no good. This is another work in progress, but look at that. That is really rather nice. So this will be something I will do properly. And let's go. Okay, we had a bit of a boo-boo. This seemed to be working okay, and then it just died. And I took the back cover off. Unfortunately, like, not very well set up for doing it. It's 4 screws, and then the battery plate is 4 screws as well. 3 screws, flatheads, whereas these are flatheads as well. And I bought another capacitor for it. It's a 295/31 battery or cell, and put it in. I gave it a good long charge under an LED light, and then it came to life, and it's just done its first RX. It's actually just messaged me to say it's received a signal from citizen in Germany. So that is now fully working, and, like, you know, I'm probably going to get another 20 years out of the battery on this, because these batteries last absolutely forever, as long as I keep it charged. But that is absolutely down. It's 1 second between internet time and citizen time. All right. I've also set the alarm for a reasonable dark time. Goes off at 10 AM every morning, which I find just about right. I mean, we don't really need to see that, do we? I mean, I will just split this up, just pause it here for a second, and it will, like, I will insert, like, you know, the alarm actually going off. So.
A few inches later.
So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to record the alarm function. It should go off exactly 1 minute past, because I was a little bit slack on, like, getting it on the dead 10 o'clock. This is the new camera app that I'm using. Seems a bit more willing to focus. There she goes. That's it. 14 seconds of alarm. There you go. Like, there's the EcoDrive's alarm. So now I've proof tested it all. It's all working. I'm very pleased. Alright, so I'll do some more about the capacitor change, like in the up view.
Several bad puns later.
There we go. Let's put it back onto time. They're automatic. This is why they're called dancing hands. Look at the way the hands just dance. It auto sets its own date and everything. Like I set it to the normal thing, but when it sends for its signal from Germany, it also updates the date. It puts British summertime in if it's on British summertime, if it's in Britain. It's a really sophisticated watch. And I fixed the bracelet as well. I made a mistake putting the bracelet together. Oh, what a watch. I mean, what an absolute piece. It really is absolutely lovely. So I like leaving it on in the kitchen because the kitchen's got a nice bright light it responds to. There you go. And that is exactly right. Yep, 49. There we go. Because it's titanium, I'm not going to bother cleaning it, because, like, you know, the more you leave titanium to, like, you know, oxidise, the better it looks. So I've just cleaned the grime out of it, and I think it looks great. And there you go. Citizen 9415M, super titanium, it says on the website. What's it? Radio controlled, eco drive. With a new battery. Here's the battery part, 295-3100. Now, unlike the Seiko ones, the Seikos have got very, very tiny, oh, come on, undo your bugger. Very, very small batteries. But there is the Citizen. Like I say, it's 4 case back screws to do. Right, which like you do just a normal like jeweler's screwdriver, and there's 3 back plate screws to do. And because they're very long back plate screws, right, they are so much easier to work with, like, than the Seiko ones. And I actually have got a Seiko. I've just bought a Seiko, a Pulsar, very rare chronograph solar, like, which I've got changed. And apparently, like, the battery on that is a right bugger to do. But I've got the new battery for it from Cousins, £4. So I'm quite pleased with that. For some reason they put a £2 savings on me, so I must be because I'm buying stuff. But there you go. So if you've got one of these, that's what you need. And trust me, if you've got a jeweler's flat, a reasonable size, I think it's a 1mm jeweler's screwdriver, that is all you need to undo everything. And honestly, it's so logical. It makes the Seiko ones look like, you know, like a nightmare. So there you go. Right. So as you can see, thank you, Mike, from My Retro Watches, like, for the tip. And we'll take it to the up view. So here we are. It's a nice gratuitous shot of the old Pulsar. Look at that. Don't that look the business? I've got 2 other high-end Pulsars coming. I've got another VK63, 2 VK63s. I do beg his pardon. I've got the yellow and black one, right? But I've also got the yellow and the white one. That was the one I was missing. And I've also got a very unusual rose gold and velvet black VK63 from the same seller as I got this from. I've been having a right old field day because he's been throwing me some really, really good deals. Bought another one of these from a Bromley company, HS Walsh. Like, some of my Bromley folk will remember, like, you know, they used to have a big, like, jewellers in the high street in Bromley. Like, you know, they've got a big warehouse out there at Biggin Hill Airport. you know, and of course I'm up for anything to do with Bromley, being a Bromley lad sort of thing, even though I was born in Croydon, like, you know, but, you know, Bromley was where, like, you know, a lot of things happened in my formative years. If you're doing with anything like that, that's the box it came in, like, it's called Haggerty, really good. Now the first thing you do when you get your Haggerty cloth is you take it out of the open box, and then you put it into a plastic bag. It keeps all the impregnations in. That's why my last one has lasted nearly a year before it's now stopped taking the stuff off. That's why I bought another one. They're only a few quid, and my God, do they do the job. So I'm very, very pleased with that. That is a definite winner chicken dinner. YM62s are quite, you know, they're not as good as desirable as the 7032 YM32s, which I like, you know. Basically they are one step up from the 7828 level of Seiko quartz movements, but you know, a 6.2 is good, absolutely excellent. I have got no complaints at all. I'm very pleased now. That is all fully up and running. Like, that is now like, it's like a brand new watch. Like, new capacitor in there. It's done its first RX tonight correctly. Like, you know, it just gave me the, like, you know, the double beep, and it went like there's like at the top there, I don't know if you can see it, it says OK. Like, it's got no OK and RX. It went from RX to OK and then done a double beep. That is saying and it actually adjusted the hand slightly. So I'm very pleased with that. I mean, this is such a lightweight watch. It really is a desirable watch. Like, you know, you want one of these in your collection. Trust me on that one. This one is a work in progress. Look, I paid 13 quid for it with delivery, yeah. Right. The only thing that's wrong with it is its magic fingers, or the pawl levers, right? It's a simple matter of undoing the rotor, undoing the thing that holds the little wheel in and everything, and then just changing over the fingers when it get, you know, like, I will try, but every time I try and get, it's something about this phone, it just spazzes up on like shiny surfaces, and it just crunches itself like into, like, you know, impossible focuses and stuff like that, and it crashes the camera out. But I've not crashed yet, so that's good news. But this is a 7009. You know, these are like, you know, these Seiko 5s are just, I love these 7s, and this one is bigger than the usual thing as well. I'm very pleased with that. And of course, I do wear this YM92 quite a lot, like, you know, on and off, on and off. I mean, I've been wearing this the week as well. That's really quite nice, that is now. I went over it with the Haggerty cloth earlier, and it looks absolutely, the groin that came off it's quite a lot. You know, I've now got what's it? Oh, I forgot to say, I have got somebody sent me, like one of you sent me, like what's it? Like basically like a download link to like all the Seiko movement stuff and everything, like, you know, like, so I've got virtually like every single movement, like where did I put it, oh dearie me, I put it somewhere. Right, I put it under watchmaking, didn't I? Right, watchmaking, Seiko, yeah, 326 files. That has got everything, the 1A20A all the way through to the YT96 or something like that. Like, you know, and I mean, that's a lot of Seiko stuff. I mean, it's technical stuff. It's not saying to you how to take one apart. It's just showing you where you need to oil, where you need to, like, you know, what you need to watch out for. It's got all the oil, like, charts and things like that. So picked up a couple of these for a few quid each. You know, 18mm, can't go wrong. You know, get them off of eBay. I mean, they go on things like these 7009s, although this one's a 19, which caught me out actually, because that's supposed to be an 18, but it's a 19. And I invested in a set of very nice brass tweezers. And you know what, right? These ones I can actually pick the screws up with and put them into the hull. Whereas those soppy, like, you know, cheap Chinese anti-magnetic pile of craps, right, I can't do that, but these I can. I paid £2 or £3 on eBay for these. These are double A's, but these are really good. I can actually use these. You know, and I mean, these made this, doing this, the small screws in this, an absolute breeze. I just got the screw, drop it in, do it up. You know, I couldn't do that with the other set. I'm dancing around. I've got a little bit of Rodico here, like, this is my screw starting Rodico. What I do is I just mash the end up a bit to get it sticky, and it's like plop it in usually. But I didn't have to with these tweezers, because it's just like, you know, it's such a nice firm, and they're quite thick. I don't know if you can see that, like, you know. So, you know, I'm pleased with them. Like, you know, invest in decent tools is, like, you know, a must when you're doing any of this. And, like, you know, the Citizen was just an absolute breeze. And, like, I can get open the Seiko for when I do the magic fingers. I'm hoping they'll turn up tomorrow. They've got to come from Spain. So I'm going to leave that with you. Like, you know, I'm not going to, like, you know, belabour it all or anything like that. Like, you know, another gratuitous shot, YM62-X197. There seems to be a code to them that the blacks and the black titanium seems to have a slight number set, but this is black titanium. It's just so comfy, and, like, you know, it's modern. It's like a lobster sort of bracelet. I'm quite pleased with that. It's just another Pulsar to the collection, you know. And I mean, I have got 1 or 2 Pulsars. I'm still waiting to do something with this poor thing. All right. So if you've got in any of your collections or anything, the bracelet that comes from a Seiko bracelet or a Pulsar bracelet, because it's one of these butterfly ones, right? You can't extend it, so I'm like looking at, you know, maybe, like, you know, having that having those links out, like, you know, I'm putting a clasp on it or something. I don't know, right? But I really like, these don't look like they're originally from the proper thing. If you look, because they got ridges there. I mean, the butterfly thing's bent anyway, like, you know, but I have got nothing in my huge box. What I do, I'm going to sort out all my links, right? Because, you know, there may be people out there who need a specific type of link, and I'll just like showcase a few of the links. Yeah, see, this is pretty knackered, but it's finding that, you know, because it's not only is it like, you know, like a 10mm sort of gap there, right? But if you look, there's an angle to it that this, like, you know. So I've got to find something that's got the same sort of slope, as well as, like, you know, it's got the 10mm like middle link. Otherwise, like, you know, I mean, that's quite a tidy little Pulsar, that is. I quite like that. If it comes to it, like, you know, I'll just break it for the movement, like, you know, a bit of shame. I mean, I only paid a couple of quid for it, but, like, you know, it's a shame to break something, like, you know, that doesn't need to be fixed. I shall see. Okay, I will, like, leave that with you. Double thumbs up to everybody, and you look after yourself, and I hope that this camera version is much better than the stupid Hawaii thingies. You know, and watch out tomorrow, because my daughter has got this funny feeling, like, you know, that, you know, the powers that be are going to pull a fast one on everybody, like, you know, so they can make up for losing out in Afghanistan or something. So just watch out, like, you know, keep an open mind. Right, conspiracy theories and all that. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.